Hello, my dear students. How are you all? I hope you all are fine at your home. So, today I'm here with a wonderful lesson on the face of it. It is the sixth chapter of the book Vistas, and I must say, is very motivational lesson that we are going to understand today. The play on the face of it brings out the idea that the people who have any physical impairment or some kinds general suffer from a sense of loneliness or mental pain. It also talks about how appearances and deceptive, and most often we go on dealing with the uh, dealing with impression and prejudices and others without caring to know about them actually. So here in this play, before we start, we should read it. But before you read, this is a play featuring an old man and a small boy meeting in the farmer's garden. The old man strikes up a friendship with a boy who is very withdrawn and defiant. What is the bond that unites the two? So, here we will understand this is a play, and in this play, as I have introduced, the two characters we will find. The first one is one of old man, and second one is a small boy. And the boy was very defiant. Okay, the behavior of the boy is very rude here. So, what is the reason of his rude behavior? We will find here. Okay, so let's start. Scene one. Scene one is Mr. Lamb's garden. So here we can understand the first character or the old man is Mr. Lamb. So the scene is of Mr. Lamb's garden. There is the occasional sound of bird song and of tree leaves rustling. Gary's footsteps are heard as he walks slowly and tentatively through the long grass. So here the second character we have got the boy, and the boy's name is Dairy. Okay, so Dairy was walking. Okay, Dairy was walking slowly into the garden. He pauses, then walks on again. So tentatively he used to walk, and sometimes he pauses. After that, he used to walk again. He comes around a screen of bushes so that when Mr. Lamb speaks to him, he is close at hand and Derry is startled. So as he come closer to Mr. Lamb, Mr. Lamb saw him, and when Mr. Lamb speaks to him something, Derry was startled. It means Derry is surprised who the person have called him. So what was the deliberation? What was the communication happened between both of them? We will study here. Mr. Lamb, mind the apples. So Mr. Lamb told Dairy, mind the apples. The apples which have been fallen down from the tree. It was going to come under the dairy's foot. That's why Mr. Lamb warned him that mind the apples, कि apples से थोड़ा सा बच के. Dairy, what? Who's that? Who's there? So having heard the voice of Mr. Lamb, Dairy surprised and began to ask, what? Who's that? Who is there? कौन है वहां पे? Mr. Lamb, Lamb's my name. Mind the apples. So Mr. Lamb introduced himself, again told, mind the apples. Apples को थोड़ा सा बचा के. Crab apples, those are. So crab apples, it means those are very sour, or we can say uh, कि वो एक जंगली apple है, okay, which those are fallen down from the tree. Wind falls in the long grass. So the apples which have been fallen down due to the wind, and those are in the long grass. So you could trip. You could trip. It means trip. It means for trip. मतलब होता है फिसल जाना. तो तुम जैसे ही उस पे अपने पैर रखोगे तो हो सकता है तुम फिसल जाओ, गिर जाओ. सो उनको थोड़ा सा बचा करके. Dairy. I there. I thought this was an empty place. I did not know there was somebody here. So Dairy told that he thought that the place was empty. That's why he came here. And he thought that nobody is here. That's why he got into. Mr. Lamb, that's all right. I am here. What are you afraid of, boy? That's all right. So Mr. Lamb tried to explain Jerry, do not afraid. I'm here. It's all right that you have come into my garden. Jerry, I thought it was empty. An empty house. So again Jerry told that he thought that it was an empty place. That's why he entered inside. Mr. Lamb, so it is. Since I am out here in the garden, it is empty until I go back inside. In the meantime, I am out here and likely to stop a day like this. Beautiful day, not a day to be indoors. So here Mr. Lamb told, yes, the house is empty. You said very well, or you said right. The house is empty because I am out of my house. I'm sitting in my garden. So, my house is empty. तो जब तक मैं अपने घर के अंदर नहीं जाता, तब तक तो मेरा घर एम्प्टी ही रहेगा, खाली रहेगा. ओके, अ डे लाइक दिस, ब्यूटीफुल डे, और आज का दिन बहुत ही अच्छा है. और ऐसा दिन घर के अंदर कहाँ देखने को? नॉट अ डे टू बी इंडोर्स. सो नेक्स्ट, डेरी पैनिक. थोड़ा सा घबराते हुए डेरी बोलता है, आई हैव गॉट टू गो. अब मुझे जाना है. मिस्टर लैम, not on my account. I don't mind who comes into the garden. The gates always open. Only you climbed the garden wall. So Mr. Lamb told that not on my account. तो मेरी वजह से मत जाओ. I don't mind who comes into my garden. मेरे लिए फर्क नहीं पड़ता कि मेरे गार्डन में कौन आता है कौन जाता है. द गेट्स ऑलवेज ओपन. और जो गेट है हमेशा खुला रहता है, सबके लिए खुला रहता है. यू ओनली क्लाइंब्ड द गार्डन वॉल. और तुम ही जो हो, that you have climbed the garden wall. Otherwise, all people used to come from the gate. Terry, angry, you were watching me? Terry told angrily. वो गुस्से से बोलता है that you were watching me. क्या तुम मुझे देख रहे थे? Mr. Lim, I saw you. मैंने तुम्हें देखा. But the gates open. गेट वॉज ओपन, गेट तो खुला था. All welcome. You are welcome. Sit here. I like sitting. Mr. Lamb told that yes, I saw you, that how you climbed up the garden wall and jumped into my garden. But the gate was open. All welcome. मैं तो सबका वेलकम करता हूँ. You are also welcomed here. I sit here. मैं यहीं बैठता हूँ. I like sitting. मुझे बैठना बहुत पसंद है. Terry. I had not come to steal anything. Derry wanted to justify himself that he had not come to steal anything. वो किसी चीज को चुराने नहीं आया है. Mr. Lamb replied, no, no. The young lads still scrums the apple. So you are not so young. Mr. Lamb told, no, it's not the matter. The young lads still, जो यंग बच्चे हैं, जो बच्चे हैं, वो है ये सुंदर फलों को चुराने आते हैं. यू आर नॉट सो यंग, और तुम उतने बच्चे नहीं हो, तुम उतने छोटे नहीं हो. Jerry, I just wanted to come into the garden. So Jerry told that he just wanted to come into the garden. Mr. Lamb, so you did. Here we are then. So all the things here, Mr. Lamb used to take in a positive way. Okay, Mr. Lamb told that yes, you are here now. What's the matter? Jerry, you don't know who I am. So Jerry began to tell that Mr. Lamb did not know who he is. Mr. Lamb told a boy, 13 or so. Mr. Lamb थोड़ा सा अंदाजा लगाते हुए बोलते हैं that कि तुम एक लड़के हो. And 13 और so, या तो 13 साल के हो गए या उससे थोड़ी ज्यादा उम्र के. Terry told 14, but I have got to go now. Goodbye. So Terry introduced that he is 14 years old, and he told he have to go now and said goodbye. Mr. Lamb, nothing to be afraid, nothing to be afraid of. Just a garden, just me. So Mr. Lamb wanted to accompany with him. That's why each and every time he used to say that it's okay that you have come into my garden. He doesn't mind from where and how he get into his garden. So he told that nothing to be afraid. डरने की कोई बात नहीं है. Just a garden. It is only a garden. And just me, और सिर्फ मैं ही हूँ. Gary told, but I am not. I am not afraid. He took a pause. Then again he told, people are afraid of me. So here Gary told that he is not afraid. वो नहीं डरा है. वो नहीं डरता है किसी से. People are afraid of me. Told that people used to afraid. लोग डरते हैं. लोग उससे डरा करते हैं. Mr. Lamb, why should that be? Mr. Lamb asked him, ऐसा क्यों? Why the people why the people are afraid of you? Jerry, everyone is. हर एक कोई डरता है. It doesn't matter who they are, और इससे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता कि वो कौन है, but they afraid of me, or what they say, or how they look, how they pretend. I know, I can see. Terry used to say, whoever the person is there, and those who used to see him, each and every people used to afraid. Each and every people are afraid of him, and he knew everything, that how they pretend themselves, how they falsely show off. Mr. Lamb, see what? Dairy, what they think? Mr. Lamb, what do you, what do they think then? So Mr. Lamb asks, so having seen you, what they think? तुम्हें देख करके वो क्या सोचते हैं? Dairy, you think there is the boy? Look at me, and then you see my face, and you think that's bad. So Dairy told, said, look at my face. Having seen my face, you will think, or you think, that how bad my face is. That's a terrible thing. That's the ugliest thing I ever saw. तो डेरी ये सारी बातें बोल रहा है कि तुम मेरा चेहरा देखकर कैसा जरूर सोचोगे कि कितना बुरा चेहरा है, कितनी बदसूरत, कितना बदसूरत चेहरा है, कितना डरावना चेहरा है, और ऐसा चेहरा मैंने कभी नहीं देखा हो। यू थिंक, तुम सोचते हो, पुअर बॉय, बेचारा लड़का, बट आई एम नॉट, नॉट पुअर, अंडरनेथ यू आर अफ्रेड। डेरी टोल्ड कि अंदर इन अंदर तुम्हें डर लग रहा है। Anybody would be I am when I look into the mirror and see it, I am afraid of me. So Dairy told anybody, uh, those whoever he meet, चाहे वो कोई भी हो, anybody would be, even I am, बोलता है कि मैं खुद, whenever I used to see my face into the mirror, I am afraid of me. मैं खुद डर जाता हूँ अपना चेहरा देखकर। Mr. Lamb, no, not the whole of you, not you. So Mr. Lamb trying to divert his mind. Mr. Lamb tries to overcome from try to make him overcome from his situation. But Dairy says, yes, हाँ ऐसा ही है. Mr. Lamb, later on, when it's a bit cooler, I will get the ladder and a stick and pull down those crab apples. They are ripe for it. I make jelly. It's a good time of year September. Look at them, orange and golden. That's magic fruit, I often say, but it's best peak it's best picked and made into jelly. You could give me a hand. So here Mr. Lamb diverted his mind. He changed the topic. He told, get me that I will get that ladder and stick. So वो क्या करते हैं, वो एक लैडर को और एक स्टिक को पकड़ते हैं और उस पेड़ पर चढ़ करके he used to pull down all those crab apples, and those are completely ripe, वो पूरी तरीके से पक चुके हैं, और उसके बाद वो क्या करते हैं, उससे एक जेली बनाने का काम, used to make jelly, apple jelly. Used to say it's a good time of year, ये साल का बहुत अच्छा महीना है, it's a September, and look at them, देखो उन फलों की तरफ, orange and golden, that's magic fruit. Hmm. So Mr. Lamb telling these things to Dairy. So here Mr. Lamb has changed the topic. Okay. As Dairy was answering one by one in a negative manner. So Mr. Lamb changed the topic and began to tell about the crab apples and the month of September. It means he wanted to divert the mind of Derry. But Derry was intelligent here. Derry told, what have you changed the subject for? Derry told, Derry बोलता है कि आपने सब्जेक्ट क्यों चेंज कर दिया? People always do that. लोग हमेशा यही करते हैं. Why don't you ask me? Why do you do what they all do and pretend it isn't true and isn't there? In case I see you looking and mind and get upset, I will tell. You do not ask me because you are afraid to me. So here Derry began to tell that why have he changed the topic? लोग हमेशा यही करते हैं उससे मिलने के बाद. Sometimes people pretend and it's true और ये सच्चाई है that in case I see you looking and mind and get upset, I will tell. You do not ask me because you are afraid to. बोलता है कि जब भी कोई इंसान अपसेट रहता है सो वी यूज टू आस्क देम समथिंग वी यूज टू आस्क देम द रीजन ऑफ हिज अपसेट बट यू डिड नॉट आस्क मी एनीथिंग इट मीन्स और इट शोज दैट यू आर अफ्रेड आप मुझसे डरे हुए हैं मिस्टर लैम यू वांट मी टू आस्क से सो देन ओ मिस्टर लैम बोलते हैं कि क्या तुम बताना चाहते हो कि ये कैसे हुआ सो टेल मी टेरी I don't like being with people, any people. Terry says that he is not willing to be with any people. वो लोगों की संगति पसंद नहीं करता. वो लोगों के साथ रहना पसंद नहीं करता, चाहे लोग कैसे भी. Mr. Lamb, I should say, to look at it, I should say you got burned in a fire. So you can see in the picture that one side of face of Terry is burnt. So Mr. Lamb told that he should say that he got burned in fire. मुझे लगता है कि टेरी का एक साइड का जो फेस है वो फायर में जल गया है. टेरी नॉट इन फायर आई गॉट एसिड ऑल डाउन that side of my face and it burned it all away. So Derek told that his face was not burned by the fire. He got acid all down that side of his face. It ate my face. It ate my face up. बोलते कि इसने मेरे चेहरे को पूरी तरीके से जला दिया, खा गया मेरे चेहरे को. It ate up. It ate up. And now it's like this and it won't ever be any different. ताकि अब ये ऐसा है and it cannot be changed. Mr. Lamb, no. Terry, aren't you interested? Terry बोलता है कि क्या आपको मुझ में कोई इंटरेस्ट है? Mr. Lamb, you are a boy and come into the garden. Plenty do. I'm interested in everybody. Anything. There is nothing God made that doesn't interest me. Look over there, over beside the far wall. What can you see? So as Derry asked Mr. Lamb that aren't you interested? कि क्या आपको इंटरेस्ट है मेरे बारे में कुछ जानने का या मेरे बारे में का कुछ इंटरेस्ट ले रहे हैं कि नहीं? Mr. Lamb replied that you are a boy who came into my garden. तुम एक लड़के हो और तुम मेरे गार्डन में आए हो। प्लेंटी डू, और बहुत से लोग आते हैं। आई एम इंटरेस्टेड एवरीबडी, और मुझे सब में इंटरेस्ट है। एनीथिंग, देयर इज नथिंग गॉड मेड दैट डजंट इंटरेस्ट मी। और इस दुनिया में ऐसा कोई नहीं है, भगवान ने ऐसी कोई चीज नहीं बनाई है जिसमें मुझे इंटरेस्ट ना हो।